Hey guys, we're back. And this week is a very exciting week because Lana's speaking at church tonight. Yay. And she's talking about faith, which is, I think, is a huge thing that we all deal with. Like, I struggle with my faith all the time, just like having pure confidence in it. Okay. And so I'm pretty much gonna take the reins. What you got?
Okay, so I kind of, for this video, I'm not going to go through like everything I'm going to go through at church because it's just going to be too long. So I guess I'll just give you guys my background on faith, and that is, I really didn't have a lot of faith as a kid. I mean, I grew up in a Christian home, but that didn't mean that I had faith of my own. I was living vicariously through parents and such, and my friends weren't godly people either. I mean, they weren't horrible people, but they just weren't godly. And I really didn't think a lot of it until we moved and
to here,
yes, from Florida to here. So it was a change, and I really didn't like it here. It turned into a good one. It didn't seem like a good one at the time, but it turned into one.
I'm glad it happened.
And I went through a series of health issues, and then from there I had to learn what faith was unintentionally, and without a lot of help, really. I mean, my parents tried to teach me, but it's without going through it, you don't know. But it became very hard, and I just eventually had to realize that I had no control over anything that was going on anymore. I really couldn't do anything for my health issues whatsoever. And so I just one day told God, I said, you know what? I'm giving this to you. If you screw it up, then oh well, because it's not on me. And it wasn't the right way to do that, but that's how I did it. I wasn't happy.
It was a try.
It was a trial and error kind of thing that I had to figure out. I realized quickly after doing that probably wasn't the best thing for me to say to God, because I then got sick and things happened, and I was like, hey, get it, like, sorry, like, wasn't trying to be mean, but, so I had to develop a lot of faith in that, and I guess the main thing that I learned from it was that you can't, like, when people say you can't do it all on your own, they're 100% right. Like, you literally can't.
Like Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Like, he gives you the strength, and yes, you can endure it without any worldly person's help, but like, you can't do it just all in your human self alone.
No, that's the best thing I could say, is that you just can't do it on your own. That there's no gimp or anything about it. You can't. Another thing about it was that, after moving here, I did move away from friends, and I had to learn the hard way that they weren't there for me like I thought they were, because they weren't in their faith. They weren't, the people that I wanted to be around anymore. Through that, I met Kaylin and I had a spiritual community now and a church, and I just became a part of this amazing thing that God had planned for me that I would have never been a part of without faith. I mean, truly, without faith or God or any of it, I wouldn't have been here. So that's my story, I guess.
And I couldn't have said it any better. And honestly, when we got our topics for speaking at church, I was really nervous about my topic, but all I could do was be thankful that I didn't get that one, because I did not have any idea what to do. So like, all the glory to God for giving me the words. But the only thing that I could probably say about faith is, I think a lot of times people will look at people in a Christian lifestyle, living through him, and they'll be like, oh, they have so much faith. And we do have faith, but we have our struggles every single day, just like everyone else. Honestly, I think the thing that helps me the most through working through that is just praying to him the simple prayer of, God, show yourself to me. And I'm going to tell you right now, when you pray that with all your heart, he does it. He does glorious things. Honestly, one of my huge prayers that I've been praying for a really long time got answered today. I'm not going to go into detail, but it was the most amazing thing. And it's crazy because not too long ago, I'm pretty sure it was yesterday, I was praying for God to show himself to me. And I honestly didn't think he was going to. And even when I was doubting him in my faith, he still provided. And it's an amazing thing what he does. So just remember, when you're working through faith, that everyone goes through the struggles, but don't give up. And we talked about that just a couple weeks ago.
We did.
Yeah. So everything ties in together because God's great. So Have a great week, guys.
Bye.